Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we are indeed playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the new iMac 27-inch 2011. This is a high-end model priced at $16.49 UK British pounds. This is the second game that I've tried on the new iMac. The first game that I tried was Crysis 2 and a video is available on my channel. If you haven't seen it, the link is on the screen and in the description should you wish to check it out after this video, alongside other iMac related videos, speed test, boot test, Photoshop, should you be interested. But specifically in the last gaming video that I made, a lot of you guys said, well, try it Battlefield Bad Company 2. And hey, this is what you're seeing. Now in terms of spec, you can see what kind of settings I'm running at. It's on your left hand side and it's pretty much running at the highest spec possible. Advanced settings, highest resolution, not a single bit of, I've played quite a few levels and I can't seem to see any lag. The graphics on this, let me just say this, are truly superb. Now because I'm recording it from a DSLR, the graphics by the time it uploads to YouTube, by the time it renders, exports, and YouTube kind of degrades the quality a little bit as well, so you're not going to see the full extent as to what the quality is like. But let me tell you this is probably the best graphics that I've seen on a game, and I tried this on the Xbox, the game itself, wasn't too much of a fan of it, but I tell you what, since playing it on the Mac, I'm thinking of going back and giving it another go. The Xbox version, it is just really cool, something a wee bit different. I don't know, it just didn't kind of turn me on, I guess, the first time around I was playing on the Xbox. But having played a few levels and really getting into it, I did hook up my Xbox controller up to the Mac through Windows, and it worked like a treat, and I guess it was just kind of a difference to what I normally play. Here I'm going to jump in the Jeep. This is amazing. And just these additional things, and because I'm going to be getting Battlefield Bad Company 3 when it comes out, it'd be good to kind of finish the campaign of this second one, obviously, to get a hang of the storyline. Of course, I'm not too sure if it's going to be a continuation, Bad Company 3, from the previous ones, but I guess so, that's why it's part 3. But nevertheless, it looks like a cool game, and maybe I should have just played it the first time round, but hey, I'm going to give it another go. What's really cool about the new iMac 27 inches is that the graphics card is kind of easily replaceable. Easily in the sense that, previous iMacs, it's been really hard to kind of replace the graphics card, especially if your graphics card was damaged in any way, because it was so tightly crushed inside. These new 2011 iMacs, they're a bit more flexible. iFixit broke, they teared the system down, looked at all the parts and put a detailed report up, and they're saying that, to get it changed, upgrade it even, is kind of a treat. But I'm trying to spec the high-end iMac up on the Apple website at the moment, and it seems like Apple only offer additional graphics card on the high-end iMac. So if there's any change that I was making on a high-end iMac, it would definitely be the graphics card. It's only £80. The other prices, whether you're getting a 21.5 inch or the low-end 27 inch, I would personally not upgrade the RAM from Apple because it's too expensive, and I would definitely not opt for SSD, even although SSD is absolutely amazing. But definitely it's not £400 or £480 worth as Apple is charging. That is absolutely ridiculous prices for an SSD. So if there's any changes I would be making to a 27-inch high-end one, I'd probably be getting the graphics card, and only because I'd kind of be future-proofing myself. And per se, of course, we don't have the details as to what Battlefield Bad Company 3 is going to require, but it's always good to, just spend that £80 and have that kind of assurance that it will kind of run better. But in terms of RAM, do it yourself. I'm going to be putting up details as to how you can change the RAM of the iMac. It's very simple. In terms of SSDs, I did kind of expect them to come down a bit this year, but I guess it's not happening. It's way too expensive, so I guess you can just hold on until prices do fall. SSD, you're really going to notice the performance. You might not notice the performance by upgrading RAM, but you're definitely going to see huge improvements when you get an SSD. But again, coming to the price point, it's just not worth it in my opinion. In terms of processors, I'm being asked, which one you should go for, an i5 or an i7. It really depends, guys. I mean, I've got an i5 and I do quite a lot of video work, and I've never come to a point where it's lagging or it's slow or I'm kind of banging my head against the desk. So if you're going to be playing a lot of games, you're going to be doing a lot of intensive stuff if you're a professional, and especially if you want to keep your machine for another 2 to 3 years, then it might be worthwhile upgrading right now and, kind of last you longer, per se. But that's it, guys. I thought I'd put this video up, Battlefield Bad Company 2. I hope you liked it. Again, all the specs and stuff, all the machine under the description. Be sure to check out the other iMac 27-inch 2011 machine video series that I've done. Lots of speeds tests and probably answer your questions if you are in the market for an iMac right now. If I haven't answered the question, don't worry, I'll be uploading more videos on this series. If you have any specific questions, send me an email through my website, iGlaswegian.com, or you can send me a tweet, or post a message in this comment box below, or send me a message to YouTube, whichever you like. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you can hit the subscribe button, you sir would be great. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you guys in another life. Cheers.